Our weekly concept is pitch in or help out. Our essential question is, how can people help to make your community better? Let's help out. Talk with your chat partner at home about ideas that you have about your community, and then we'll take a look at our paired selections. Hi friends, so our paired selections this week are both informational text. Let's take a look at the first one. Roadwork by Sally Sutton, illustrated by Brian Lovelock. The table of contents shows roadwork and our paired read, a community garden. Roadwork, written by Sally Sutton and illustrated by Brian Lovelock. What do you think this is going to be about? Have you seen any road work? Have you ever been in a car when you're stopped in traffic because of the road work? Plan the road. Plan the road. Mark it on the map. Hammer in the marking peg. Ping, bang, tap. Move the earth. Move the earth. Dig and cut and push. Clear a pathway for the road. Screech! Boom! Whoosh! Load the dirt. Load the dirt. Scoop and swing and drop. Slam it down into the truck. Bump, whomp, whomp. Tip the stones. Tip the stones. Lift and slide and dump. Lay the groundwork for the road. Crash! Roar! Thump! Pack the ground. Pack the ground. Roll one way, then back. Make the roadbed good and hard. Clang! Crunch! Crack! Seal the road, seal the road. Make it hot and squishy. Spread the sticky tar and stones. Sploshy, splashy, splishy. Roll the tar, roll the tar. Make it firm and flat. Squash it down and press it out. Squelch, splunk, splat. Stop the work. Stop the work. Time to break for lunch. Sandwiches and drinks and fruit. Glump, slurp, crunch. Mark the road, mark the road. Give the paint a squirt. Paint the lines in nice and straight. Whiz, sploop, splurt. Raise the sign, raise the sign. Drag and hoist and ram. Force them down into the hole. Back, whop, wham. Light the road, light the road. No one wants a crash. Test the light and watch them shine. Flick, flack, flash. Plant the trees, plant the trees. Dig and stamp and plug. Water them to help them grow. Drip, drop, glug. Tidy up, tidy up. Lift and load and sweep. Drive away those big machines. Swish, chug. Shout hooray! The work is done. Ready now. Let's zoom. Drive along your brand new road. Toot, honk, vroom. And then we have some machine facts. Let's make this a little bigger so I can see it and you can see it better too. Machine facts. Excavator. An excavator uses a large scoop to dig in the ground. The cabin where the driver sits can swing around to face in any direction. So that's the one on the top here. The steamroller. A steamroller flattens the road to make it smooth and hard. Its roller is called a drum. Then we have a bulldozer. A bulldozer has a blade at the front for clearing and leveling the ground. Have you seen one of these? Which ones of these have you seen? Okay, then we have the grader. A grader uses its blade to make the ground flat so that the asphalt on the top will be even and smooth. Then we have a front end loader. A front end loader has a scoop at the front. It lifts and it moves things. Then we have a dump truck. That's the only red one on the page. A dump truck has a big tray at the back, which can tilt up to dump out dirt and rocks. This one is really cool. Look at this very tall one. Oh my goodness, look at this long crane. Truck mounted crane. A crane uses its hook to lift equipment. It has wire cables that wind up and down for very heavy lifting. Pretty cool there on the machine facts. Now let's stretch this back out so we can take a look at our community garden. A community garden. People plant gardens to improve their neighborhood. Let's see how they do it. They pull out the weeds, then they get the soil ready for planting. So what is the soil? Oh, that's the dirt. They're getting it ready for planting. And it says people working together. That's the label for the photograph. Now our last selection had illustrations on how they went about building a road, a brand new road together. Now, this selection has real photographs that's going to show us how a neighbors can get together and they can create a community garden. Many people help out in a community garden. First, they dig up the soil. Next, they plant flower and vegetable seeds. Then they water the seeds. Plants need water and sunlight to grow. Volunteers go to the garden each day. They enjoy working together They make sure the plants have everything they need to grow. The garden makes the neighborhood beautiful. Our garden is a good community project. The vegetables are fresh, the flowers are pretty, people share the flowers and the vegetables. How could you help in a community garden? What types of things would you like to do in a community garden? Would you like to be the person that weeds or the person that waters? Or would you like to help pick? What would you like to do? So, as you're thinking about these paired selections, you saw a lot of teamwork together. What is one thing that they did together that helped either build the road or produce this community garden? What were some of the first things that they did when they started to make the road? What were some of the first things that they did when they started to create the community garden? What are some of the things that the big trucks did in the first book? And what types of tools would you be using for the road? And what type of tools would you be using for the community garden? So those are just some ideas and talking points that you could use at home with your chat partner. And we'll also discuss it in small group on Wednesday.